describe to you the personal budget tracker that I have developed. None of this involves VBA, so you can transfer it to anything that you have, and it's easy for you to create your own. So this is July or June that I'm recording this, and so the first thing I'm going to show you is that what I've got in here is equals today, and so this is giving you the formula of the day, and so that's the date that's on the sheet. Also, what I have here is I have the monthly expenses. I have my income, the income of $4,500, your mortgage payment, car payment, gym, internet service provider, telephone, car insurance. Now, the ones in green would change. These are the average values that I have here, but they could change. You could spend more on gasoline, you could spend more on food, you could spend more on entertainment, and you could also spend less. And here you have your yearly expenses outlined for you. Now you have also personal or expenses that come up once a year. Your personal tax, house insurance, property taxes, car registration. Now they come up once a year and they have to be included in any budget. So the remainder after all of this is what I call reserve. Now, if you follow along with the reserve, you keep growing, 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 and then you have a couple that are way down. Now, if you look at the totals here, the reserve, you're going to still end up with a little bit of money, not much, but you have to really plan on these things. Now, the nice thing about this is I have it so that, so I have my car payment coming out on the 9th, and today's the 9th, and so it's red, it's saying hello, and so when I pay it, then I click this, and the 9 goes away, or the red goes away. And so if I hadn't paid my mortgage payment yet, and I took this off, it would be red as well. So let's just check both of those. And so let me show you. So this is the dashboard. And so I have every month we have these expenses. We have our yearly tracker. I have a graph of it. I have our reserve, and then I have the total, what we spent on property taxes, house insurance, car utilities, and everything else. So now you can change the values. I have yearly here on the second sheet. Now, so, I live in Canada, and where I live in June, there is very a lot of sunshine. You turn on the lights very rarely. And so like you have utilities at 250. You could easily change that to 150. The ones that are green are ones that you can change. Well, you can change any of them, but these are the ones that would normally change on a regular basis. And so there you go. It's changed it. And if you look at if you go back to the graph, it will have changed as well. Okay, so how I've done this is I have just basically entered the expenses for every month, and then I've started with a salary of $4,500. So I didn't include that in the formula. So what I've done is manually, I selected or I took 2,500 off of 4,500, and I left with 2,000. And now to get the running total, what I've done is I go equals, and I go the one above me minus the one beside me, and then I drag it down, and that gets me to the bottom. And the bottom here is quote your reserve. Now you go along, and then at the end of the day, you're in December, you still have a reserve of $509, and I would suggest that you would keep it for the next year so that you wouldn't go into the big negatives over here. In my situation, I would have just put it on my credit card if I was there, and then I know that I have reserve money coming to pay it off. Anyways, so how I did the other things here is for the turning red. So this is equals today, and what I've done to make it easier is I said equals B1, what day is it? And so it's the 9th. And so then all of these are the day that these are due on. And so what I've done is conditionally format. And so I'm going to go on. And so I've selected the values that I'm going to be conditionally formatted. I've gone to the Home tab. I've gone to conditional formatting. And I've gone to manage rules. And then, so you can see that if B4, which is this one here, is less than or equal to C9, which is the day number um, of the date, then it's going to turn red. But then what I've done here also is that I have said that if this one equals false, or if equals true, so true means it's being checked, then the cell will turn back white again. And so then let me demonstrate again. So if I take off the check mark here, then this is false, and if I put the click in, then it's true. So this will allow you to check whether you've done them or have paid them or not. Now this should be working really well, and it's very easy to do. Like I said, I put it in a table just for because that's the average thing I do, and then for each of the personal tax that comes off at the end of April, so that I put it in the row next to the personal tax. House insurance and everything else is on the appropriate row next to the date. So this is how I make a personal finance tracker. Please subscribe.